Getting fat, becoming ugly, and even dying, is this still the sugar that you remember brought happiness? In 2016, the UK government announced that it would start imposing a sugar tax on high-sugar beverages from 2018, as at that time, the number of obese people in the UK had already accounted for 1/4 of the total population, and even the milk consumed by British primary school students contained a lot of sugar. However, the influence of sugar on humans is not just limited to the UK. Think carefully, are the drinks you usually consume sugary? Do you add 2 spoons of sugar to your cooking to enhance the flavor? Sugar has almost covered every aspect of human life where you cannot see it, and you are immersed in the castle of happiness created by sugar. Just like substances such as nicotine, it can stimulate brain circuits and cause the body to secrete dopamine, which is the source of your happiness. To verify the harm of sugar to the body, the famous Australian director, Damon, treated himself as a guinea pig and challenged himself to consume the daily sugar intake of Australians, which is 40 spoons of white sugar, and filmed the entire experiment as a documentary. To be on the safe side, Damon also invited a team of experts to monitor every minute change in his body during the experiment. To ensure the fairness of the experiment, Damon did not directly use white sugar or junk food with high sugar content, but instead replaced all 40 spoons of sugar with recognized healthy foods. However, what Damon did not expect was that he completed half of the sugar intake with just 1 sweet breakfast cereal, low-fat yogurt, and apple juice, which made him excited and determined to continue the experiment. After 12 days, Damon's proud abs began to disappear, replaced by an unsightly layer of fat, and his weight increased by 6.4 pounds. As the experiment continued, Damon's attention also began to decline, and he became unusually tired after working for less than an hour every day. When the 60-day experiment was completed, Damon had even developed fatty liver disease, and his weight had increased by almost 20 pounds, all because sugar and calories are directly equivalent. Once you consume too much sugar and do not like to exercise, you cannot burn off these calories. The excess sugar will be stored in the liver in the form of fat, and the most direct consequence of increased fat is gaining weight, which unknowingly increases the risk of diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and coronary heart disease. In addition, sugar will accumulate in the body, and glycation will continuously cause the skin to become dull, and even develop pimples and acne. This is also the fundamental reason why beauty lovers are so obsessed with quitting sugar. During Damon's experiment, he also interviewed a group of people who had been on a high-sugar diet for a long time, including a 17-year-old boy who drank an average of 12 cans of sugary soda every day and eventually developed tooth decay and rotting. Even worse, his gums became seriously infected, and anesthesia did not work when he had to have his teeth pulled out, so he had to give up. For Damon, even though the experimental challenge was completed, the impact it brought to him never ended. He urgently needed to lose weight and endure torment such as headaches, insomnia, and depression. However, we have to admit that while sugar is harmful to the human body, it does have significant benefits. As the main source of energy for the human body, sugar can affect various functions such as muscle contraction, nerve conduction, and immune activity. According to research, sugar can also help improve the memory of the elderly. Therefore, the goal is not to completely stop people from eating sugar but to consume it in moderation.